Hi friends, welcome to Andy Bricks, and today I have Lego collectible minifigures CMF Series 19. First off we have the video game champ. Fantastic minifigure. I like this whole series actually. See if we can't get him a bit bigger on the screen. And yeah, so he comes with a reprint of a hairpiece that was used in a couple of Star Wars sets for the Rise of Skywalker. No, that's the new one, is it? The one with the Crete planet on it. I should know it. Force Awakens. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I'm lost. Anyhow, Poe Dameron had this hairpiece. I've heard a few people say that it's new, but it's actually just a recolor of that part. We get a brand new controller piece. It's a little bit oversized, but works for me. And he's holding a poster or a game, possibly. Sorry for the tremble. Which has a minifigure from a few series back, which is one of my favourites and sits on the piano out of its series. And he has a shirt with a little brick on it with the headphones and a little face, which is quite cute. And his jacket is covered with old school Lego space insignia. So the silver one is the first one, Classic Space. Then we have M-Tron, which maybe have come after the triangle there, if you can see it. It's made up of 3 triangles with a triangle in the middle, the yellow one, which is, oh gosh, I can't remember. It's not Blacktron, maybe it is. I'm not sure. There's a few, and I didn't really follow them. So he has another sided face, which maybe he's not the champ with that face, but a fantastic minifigure all the same. And he is our number 1 for Series 19. Number 2 is Panda Guy. Fantastic figure. Reprint of the yellow duck in green and the brush in blue, possibly for the first time. Definitely first time for me. He has a shower cap on, which they also use as a doctor's hairnet and clean room people for Mars mission sets. And under his little towel we get these cool bubbles, which is quite cute, and I just adore it. Those bubbles are great. And he comes with a second face, which is for the bubble part, I presume, and he's just got some rosy cheeks there. And what am I doing wrong here, people? I must have zoomed. So yeah, it's fantastic. Another great figure. I've taken them off their base plate, or their stand, so that we can just see the whole figure without the black bit. And yeah, he's cute. And here's his duck, which I don't want to drop on the floor because it'll end everything. Gorgeous. Oh, his towel. This is where I wish I could edit. Believe me, I've tried and I fail. bear with me. I hate these roby ones like this. Wrap around so much. I'll just do it butch. Just to keep rolling. So, there we have number 2. Number 3 is Fright Night. Another fantastic minifig. Zoom out for this one's hairpiece. It's feather at the top. Just a great looking figure, and dual printing on the boots, which they print up quite nicely. And there's so much to see with this one. So we have the Fright Night face, which is very cool. Just one side, but there's so much more. My first night figure never had printing under the vest piece. They didn't do it back in the first runs of these collectible minifigures, but look at all the work they've got into, and it just gets covered up. It's a shame, really. I guess if you're a child and you lose that vest bit, you've still got something half decent, maybe. I'm not sure what the line of thought is for our night. Fright Night. Cool shield as well. It's a little bit hard to see, but there is a bat in there. It's just very dark with the dark brown on the blue. Maybe it's a red. Or is that a brown? It looks red to me, but it's coming up brown on the camera. Very cool. Number 3. And we're going a little bit slow. Number 4 is the Monkey King. No, just Monkey King. And his name, officially, is... Big feather bit on the top there, out of the Overwatch series. Fantastic to get it there. Sun, first name, S-U-N, and Wu, W-U, Con, like King Kong. So the last two run together. Sun, Wu, Con. I'm picking it, and apparently the staff grows. I've never watched the show. I think there's a few of the characters. There may be a pig that run around with them as well. Quote me if I'm wrong on that. And yeah, I've just seen something on his legs that I never saw before, and it's quite cool. Little arrow bits in the print. There's one on either side there. And this torso is just phenomenal. What a great print there. And the band on the head gets tighter when he's being mischievous or possibly lying. I'm not too sure on what the story is there, but we get a second face, and I've lost my first piece, and I can't see it, which is usual for me. Just fantastic. So the spear grows. Oh, I can see it. It's just a pain in the butt because I broke my toe and I'm in a moon boot, and it's just a little bit hard to get around, and I was hoping that I wouldn't drop anything. Let's see if I can scoot it out with Logan's Creo set he gave me before he passed away. My lovely son. It came through. There you go, Logie. You're always useful. Even when you're not here, my boy. So this spear grows as he needs it. We were looking at the other face, which is absolutely adorable, just one tooth hanging out. brand new hairpiece there created for him, and like I say, a reprint of a feather piece that was just released in Overwatch sets this year, I believe. And we have a tail which may bend down a bit so we can, but it's similar to the front. Fantastic figure, one of my favourites. He just looks good, even though I don't really understand or have watched the show. I do understand, but yeah. Next up, we've got a programmer, and get a bit of a Kiwi vibe with this, New Zealand. We got her programming a robotic sheep, which is what we are known for here, dairy and sheep. She's got a standard laptop piece which does fold up, and she can carry it folded up, which is all good. So she can carry it like that as well, so you can sort of swing it down to her side and get it out of the way. Now the shirt in binary says Lego. She's got a bit of a necklace on there. I can't quite make out what it is. I might have to watch the video to see this in full size, but yeah, I'm not sure. Dual molded arms, dual molded legs, which they then print this flannelette shirt, or clad, is it they call it in the US? Plaid, maybe? Clad flannelette shirt around the waist, which goes on into the hip piece. Just fantastic. Second use of a hairpiece, of this hairpiece, which is good to see it out again. Fantastic piece of hair, braided. Would have been good if they could have put a little bit of flesh tone in between, or yellow even, you know, because they aren't flesh tone, are they? No, they're not, Andrew. So she's got another face, and she is wrapped that her robot is working. So there we have her, the programmer, with her sheep. Yes, yeah, just a bit of a Kiwi flavour. I know that the rest of the world has sheep as well, but you know, we seem to be a little bit synonymous for it. The programmer, Mummy Queen. Next up, and why are we zoomed out again? I don't know. Oh, let's get rid of the black bit. So we have the Scorpion off screen in the new Pearl Gold, which is fantastic. My first look at the new Pearl Gold. Wish it was a C3PO, but hey, there you go, it isn't. But just equally as happy with the Scorpion. He just looks fantastic as always. Not sure if this is the first time in gold, but this is a new gold, so this will be a first time in this gold. So, and it looks better than the last one. It just, there's no flow marks of the metallic going in. They've just cracked it. Well done. And just a fantastic print. We've got dual molded legs there to get the dark tan at the top. Just fantastic. The scarab beetle, the turquoise necklace, just beautiful. I love Egyptian stuff. The hat, the necklace from the front continues on around the back. Amazing arm printing. Just brilliant today, you know. We didn't even get back printing on the first CMF'S, so just amazing. And they do double-sided faces now too, so we've got this beautiful golden-faced queen. And I must say, I'm very happy with my print, because I've seen some others and they look a little bit bubbly or washed out. So, cracked it. and let's put it back on her plate. Fantastic figure. Just love that face. Get a Scooby-Doo feel, sort of. Mummy, coming to get ya. Next up we have the Jungle Explorer, and he is Johnny Thunder. We know that. Let's just get a look at that Johnny Thunder nut straight off the bat. That is Johnny Thunder. Updated very slightly. Fantastic to see him back in the CMFs. Now he had a series of his own, and he was like Lego's version of Indiana Jones before they had licenses of these movies, and they sold quite well from what I know. I wasn't around at the time, end of the 90s I believe, but just fantastic. Great looking printing there. He has the new CMF backpack and bedroll, all moulded in one, 2 colours moulded. Let's have a look at his back. Oh, I haven't had this off since I stuck it on there. Oh, they grip well. The head grip to the neck. That's what you want. You don't want to be losing your head. So just the rope continues around the back, over the shoulder, and not over the shoulder, but over the shoulder and around the back. Just great. Fantastic. And here's our, you can't see anywhere where the green has been injected in there, but you can see where it's broken off of the mould. So yeah, we know that isn't printed. Lego very clever with their dual moulding, and just this year they've stepped it up to 3 mouldings, 3 plastics going in the same mould, which I believe is the first time for them this year. And he is studying this, which is a Chameleon, I believe. Now we've had this figure 2 or 3 times. It's not a figure, I guess. It's a figure of a lizard, so 1 stud figure of a lizard, just fantastic. I have one other in the Rapunzel's Tower, which was in 2 colours, and it's still not open, so I was so happy to get my hands on this Lizzie, because I just was busting to have a look at him. And our magnifying glass, which really works, so you know, that's a great thing for kids. You know, they can sort of pretend to be looking at it through the magnifying glass, and I've got to say, it works. I know, I certainly would have played with the magnifying glass as a boy. And I'm not talking about trying to light a fire outside. Speaking of which, luckily, we have the Firefighter. And even though I heard a bit of bad news about this one, because people were like, oh, Firefighter. Hey, this is Lego CMFs, you know, special collectible minifigures. A Firefighter. We get 50 million of them every year. But this Firefighter is fantastic. The printing is just above any other Lego City Firefighter. For the first time, the fire hat has hair flowing out the bottom of it, which just looks fantastic. And I'm so glad they've done it on a woman. She's got printing on the side of the legs, on the side of the arms, either side. Everything she needs to communicate with her crew. She's obviously the chief, spouting out orders. Love the second use of the megaphone, which was in the Harry Potter set minifigures first. But yes, just great. And we get her after the fire, just making sure everything's dampened down and she's happy with the situation. And yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Next up we have probably the figure of the year for CMF'S, and it is the dog sitter. She comes with a couple of dogs, a new one and a reprint of our French boxer, I believe. And we have a dog poop for the first time in Lego. Let's just get it off that black and get it onto my horribly ugly discoloured white block, but it's just fantastic. So here's our French hot dog. What do they call those? Sausage dog, hot dog. Good grief! It might be hot if he's somewhere in the desert, but yeah, no, it's a sausage dog, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would not know. It's probably got another name. Sausage hound. I have no idea. I don't do dogs. I'm a cat man. But yes, sausage dog has just sausaged out a sausage, which looks like a bit of ice cream whip, and no doubt he'll come and sniff it because that's what dogs do. And if he doesn't do that, he'll go straight for the butt sniff, because that's what dogs do. It's just I'm not being cheeky, it's just how they communicate. Cats, on the other hand, far more sophisticated. No, I'm just joking. We have the dog sitter. Fantastic. Not too happy about picking up the poo, but hey, job's a job. And we get the city, or everything spayed in green for the first time that I know of, and I love it. Looks great. Her hair is just swung around conveniently, and you can see the happier face on her after the poos have been bagged and they're off walking or just sitting having cuddles, because she's a sitter, but I'm sure she'd take them for a walk. Cool print on the top of the cap, hairpiece, first time in blue possibly, I'd say. And yeah, just overall a great figure. I would say would be very collectible. Next we have the pizza guy, the pizza costume guy, sorry. Very cool figure. We have a reuse of the watermelon piece from Lego collectible minifigures from the movie, and yeah, looks great. It's a reprint it was a watermelon, and it is now a pizza, and it looks great. I love the hip and leg print on this. Just fantastic how they've lined that up. Very well done, Lego. Even though you are the best toy company on the planet, you should have got it right. But just the diamonds, you know, white, green, white, green, white, green, white, green, all the way through, and they lined it up on the hip perfect. So, you know, bravo, Lego. Keep up the good work and fix up your Batman prints, please. So he's holding a sign, possibly tossing it around in the air like they do, you know, spin it and go, hey, we got the best pizza. Well, they do it in the US and probably the rest of the world. They don't do it in my small city here in Palmerston North, but I would say that it probably happens in Auckland and Wellington and probably Christchurch. We got 3 major cities in this country. And yeah, I'd say it'd happen there. But yeah, he's cool. One face only. A good little face, very usable, I would say, for city folk that build cities. I would like to build a city, but yeah, it'll happen one day. It won't be anything special, but it'll be a city, hopefully. Next up, probably my favourite for this series, even though I did say Monkey King was, we have number 11, Galactic Bounty Hunter. Just fantastic. I love space stuff, so this, no exception. Let's lose the black plate so we can see a bit more because it's all black. All black. And just fantastic. So we have a Aliens Conquest gun there, and we have a like a holographic, maybe it's just the line, and he flicks it, and the whole thing comes out, and creates the image, which is the wanted, built or broken reward. 300 million, is that? Must be a very special minifigure. Or a very bad one. There's that triangle sign that was all over the first guy. If you didn't quite pick it up, those yellow triangles on there, it's the same as on the front of that there. That yellow triangle there, which is made up of 4 triangles, 3 yellow and 1 black normally, but they've got gunmetal here. Now, just a fantastic figure, as I was saying. Great back printing. I love the yellow, how it sort of flows from the front out, comes up and out to the sides and then onto the back. Just great. A little bit hard to capture. Just try and lose a little bit of that light. It's just so hard to see it on the camera. Even in person I'm struggling to see it, but I think what goes up his leg goes up into his torso, and it's the same print on the back. It's those like lines of triangles. There, you can sort of see it going up there. But yes, fantastic figure, fantastic. Oh, one other little surprise with this one. Take our... What is that? Now, half alien, half humanoid. That's what I'm going with. Just great. Great to see another alien-ish, maybe. Or maybe it's a human and the blueness is some sort of protection over the face, outside of the visor. I'm not sure. And next up, move my little list out of the way. The Gardener. Another just fantastic figure. I heard so many people... I'm going to leave this on the stand because our awesome flamingo garden ornament, which is made up of some hard, very hard, harder, and then a little bit softer rubber. So we've got 3 different materials in that. Could that be our first 3 casted item from Lego? I'm not sure. Now she's holding a plant. Shame she hasn't got a little trowel that she could... they gave her a spare green leaf, but yeah, I guess they could have given her the spoon, I suppose. I don't know, but yeah, I take it that she's planting that. She could have picked it. Love the clothes, Grandma. You rock. And your purple beehive is fantastic, which has been used several times and was first used in the CMF series for the first Lego minifigure. It was on a robot secretary and it worked well. It's great. I love it. Good to see a beehive in the Lego world. Side printing, a little bit on the back, no double face. So there is our gardener. She's cool, I love her. Just fantastic. I love the little dot on the side. Very cute, just cute. Which is what Lego minifigures is all about. And speaking of cute, we have the Rugby Player, and oh, look at that cute face. Let me just lift that up so you can see a bit more of what's going on for him. Oh, a bit of a sore eye, mate. Missed a couple of teeth. Very cool. Rugby is a national game in this country. So, interesting to have a sheep and a rugby theme within one series for us. Feels a little bit New Zealandy, but gosh, you know, there's so much other stuff in there. You could pick Egyptians, Japanese or Chinese with the Monkey King. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah. The rest is sort of a little bit, could be anywhere, but anyhow, Rugby Player. Is that it? The Rugby Player, yes. And he has a rugby ball for the first time. And he is wearing some sort of leather helmet, I take it. I don't know if that's a hard plastic one or supposed to be a leather old one. And is he playing for Ireland? And why isn't the green on his sleeves the same colour as his print on his top? That would be nice if they'd done a dark green there on the double print, on the double dual moulded arm. But never mind. Bit of a mountain range there. I don't know what that's. That could be the logo of the company. Just trying to work out. I can see a NKUKY, is it? In that belt. Anyhow, the ball, Rugby Supreme. It's quite hollow at the back, which gives it this part where he can grip. And yeah, you can make a little stand up and have a rugby ball. If you're a rugby boy, you know. I'm not. I like sports like mountain biking and motorcycle racing, stuff like that. Isle of Man. Can you do him in a... You could probably have him like throwing the ball like they do in America, gridiron. But yeah, it says rugby. But yeah, you could do an overhead pass maybe. The wind up from the back. He's coming around. Whoosh! Launch. And yes, Rugby Player. Very cool. Oh, another face on him, I believe. Before the game. After the game. I love it. Cool. Next up we have the Fox Costume Girl. So happy to get a chicken, as I have a couple in a set. I don't know if any of them are real coloured. I think they might be different, you know, metal colours like gold and silver, possibly. So happy to have a chicken, rooster, whatever it is. She comes with her sack, I guess, to stuff the chicken in. I guess this is all plush toys for her, you know, just carry along objects with her costume. Great costume. Love the fox headpiece. Reuse of the tail, fox tail, raccoon's tail. Been used several times. And dual moulded legs there for just some black boots, I guess. I'm not sure. A little bit of printing on the torso. Very, very easy one for them to print up. And a bit of a cunning face. And even cunninger cunning her face with, I want to eat that chicken, or, I just ate that chicken. Stuffing and all, like, you know, the stuffing of a stuffed toy. Yeah, anyhow. Fox, costume girl. Fantastic. I like the costume characters. There's a couple left. Next we have the bear costume guy. So he has got a multicoloured suit on there with our coral pink I believe, which is a fairly new colour for me. And he has got this curved tile was in existence. I think the heart was already in existence as well. I think it came with the Tin Man from the CMF'S movie 2, Lego movie 2 had the Tin Man. He had a heart with a clock in the middle of it. Very cool little print. But yeah, we've got a rainbow with a print there, and if you had a couple, you could make a rainbow. Rainbows everywhere. Da, 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 da. I don't know. Whole world. Paint the whole world with a rainbow. I don't know if you guys got that in America, but I think it was British, so we definitely got it here in New Zealand. And there's something on his torso, which I'm not sure what it is. I must try and clean it off, or if it doesn't come off, I'll go and get another one, because that's no good to me. So there's our tile piece, and our other tile piece, the heart. And that one, just that, which hopefully will go back in his hand easy. And yeah, some cool colours throughout there. Looks like a very young person. I don't know why. Is it the size of the mouth? Even there, he just looks childish. Let me know what you think. And this is just great. This was also first used in Lego Movie 2, Lego Movie 1 CMF'S, the Panda Guy costume. So good to see reuses of parts. It must cost them heaps to make those casts, moulds, and yeah, it's good to see them getting extra use out of more than just one run of one particular toy. Lucky last, we have the mountain biker, which I was so excited to get and have a look at, because I don't mountain bike anymore. I had a crazy accident and ripped open my knee and done some nuts stuff with it, and yeah, I just lost a bit of my nerve that day. And yeah, looks like she's been run over by a Land Rover or a tractor, or not a tractor, the wheel's too small. That looks like a Land Rover wheel here in New Zealand, you know, just a paddock tyre. Oh no, she rolled over and they got the back of her as well. The poor woman. Anyhow, some very cool printing here. We've got dual mould legs, which they have printed yellow, and in the middle there. And then knee pads. A very cool shirt. She's hurt her arm. Very cool band-aid print. Not sure if they've used that before or not. Couldn't say. I haven't seen it myself, I don't think. I think they have done a band-aid, but it might have been a crossed band-aid. She's got some cool fast glasses on, so she can amp down the hills. And there's her determined face when she's climbing hills. And this figure should ride her bike. So let's just I've just changed the shape, her angle of her hands inwards, so she can hold the bar, which is great that they do that. And let's just bend her legs as far as we can. See if we can bend her legs as far as we can. Always come off camera. I can't see. Oh, there we go. Oh, hang on. Is that right? What is that peg doing there? It stops it going all the way down. The back tyres come out. Quick change. You look how much gap's there before she hits the hip piece that holds the legs in. She could come down another half of that bar and look even closer to the wheel and be more upright. That is sad. Who made this cast, Lego? You got it wrong. What is going on there? She's standing on her pedals. Is she always going uphill? Better give her the uphill head then. Mate, struggling forever. Yeah, you won't be smiling for too long. That is just... Oh, how disappointing. This is my first time having the bike. I do have a bike in a set, but I've never opened it. People pack at the park or something. It's got a cool hawk in it. And a green mountain bike, and I just never noticed that. Those pair, I want to cut that down. Do you do that? Do you dare cut Lego pieces? Man, that's sad. I'm disappointed. I really am. Cool little figure otherwise, but yeah, I would have liked to have seen her more upright, facing forward. And all that would have taken was her legs to go down a little bit further. They've just made one part too high. Oh, I can't believe it. Man, did they not try this out before they put it on the market? Anyhow, enough gaff from me. Been here for too long. And I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. It's just... get a shot of our figs as we close out. So, yeah, there they are, CMF'S 19. Fantastic bunch. I recommend this one. I actually like them all, so yeah. This is the first time I've ever done a full series like this, and I've got a few from 1 to 5 open possibly. The rest are all sealed, except for a couple that I've brought lately that you guys have seen me open on this channel. But I should review some of the older sets, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyone wants to see them, leave us a comment. Love you guys. Thanks for watching and hanging in all this time. Appreciate it and your support. Andy Bricks out. Peace to you all.